Welcome back to the latest Benidorm news update. The situation in tourism, what's going on, what are the nearest events in Benidorm town, Costa Blanca, Spain, and also which things you need to avoid, what things you need to know and consider well, coming on holidays in 2025, followed by the weather forecast. You'll love it. Stay tuned. First of all, it is a gorgeous day today. It's even so hot that we needed to stay in the shade on our terrace. The sun is shining so much. There's so many people outside, and if you're not careful, you might get the first of this year sunstroke. So be careful if you're coming on holidays. Right now, we have a very high occupancy. It's around 70 to 80%. People keep arriving. There's buses of Jet2 Holidays, TUI, Benny Connect, different transfer shuttle buses that are picking up buses full of people, full of luggages, but are returning and bringing exactly the same full buses. So it's just a non-stop movement of people from early morning till late at night in Rincon de Loix, City Center, Levante Beach, Poniente Beach, everywhere you go. And honestly, it does feel like summer already by now, even though the summer season doesn't start up until Easter holidays. There's a lot of new bars, restaurants, cafeterias. People are building their businesses now and trying to open as soon as they can to catch this summer season opening wave. And it's going to be only busier from now onwards. So that's what's waiting for you if you're coming on holidays. Many people have seen our latest videos that we try to publish 2 times a day. One video just with a local typical atmosphere with real sound, and the other usual video of ours here on the channel in the evening. So check these out if you still did not do so. I know it might be a lot, but for summer season, heating up the engines, let's say it like this, before your holidays, this is just ideal to get to know new places and what is actually going on in Benidorm right now, for example, in the month of April. Really busy, really fun, really sunny, really nice. But not everything is good in news. We've also noticed a few things that are back. Things that are back that we don't want to be back, but they're here once again because summer season is about to begin. And they came in with quite a force, I must say. We're talking about 2 things right here. One that we filmed a separate video about here on the channel, which is Benidorm Potato Scam, which is this game whenever they put like the carton box on top of it, they put potatoes cut in half, and in the middle there's like some space, and they play with it. You need to guess where the ball or the pin, whatever they put inside, like the chickpea maybe, is located. And if you win, they give you the money, double the money that you've put, and if not, then you lose the money that you've bet on it. The thing is that you will never win. People around it are people locals, part of the same group that are kind of playing in it. You might lose your belongings and you will certainly lose your money. So these things, we've seen them. It was bizarre on the Levante beach in Benidorm town. In the morning / midday, there were 3 or 4 of them in like probably a distance of 200 meters. That was insane. They've seen the police car and the police couldn't do anything because they just threw away the carton box and they just sat down like they were looking at the beach. And since they do not catch them in the act, they cannot do anything. That's how the law works here in Spain. Surprise, surprise. But this is something they need to take into consideration. We don't see so many people already playing it as it was before, both national, like Spanish and international tourists. So take that into consideration. Please don't play because you lose your money. It's better to spend them on a nice evening, nice drinks, meals, snacks, tapas, excursions, whatever you need, some souvenirs maybe, instead of this, because there's no way of winning, trust me. The second one that we've seen is the cocktail sellers. Here in Spain, they're called mojiteros. These are men mostly. I didn't see any woman doing it, honestly, but there's only men who buy cheap liquor, cheap alcohol. Sometimes it's even like 90% alcohol that's used like in sanitary, like in hospitals and clinics, etc., to disinfect the wounds, for example, or bruises. So this type of alcohol, even if they absolutely have no shame, if they do, they'll buy the cheapest alcohol. But even so, they mix it inside of the trucks, on the ground, on the bottom of their car, anywhere they can, on the street, behind the rubbish bins. They do it whatever, and then they come with like a trail, like if they were workers of the nearby bars, and they just sell them like these on the beach. Some countries do have like bar service on the beach, so you might think, oh, well, it's probably from one of the bars, I'm gonna get it. Don't do so. They're quite cheap, honestly, slightly cheaper than in local bars. There's like big sizes of them, like these ones. And these usually are like mojitos, tequila sunrise, Sex on the Beach, etc. Like these typical popular summer alcohol cocktails. And they usually sell them, but a lot of people end up in the emergency or just with a bad stomach afterwards. So this is something that we would definitely recommend you to avoid. And that is a point number 2 for today's video. Avoid potato scam and avoid mojito or cocktail sellers on the beach. That is possible on the Levante beach and on the Poniente beach because these ones are quite big and wide. On the Malpas beach, less because police officers are almost always there. So it's way, way easy to check. But on these two, since they're quite big and wide, usually that is what's happening. Nightclub issues. Lately, we've seen in a couple of newspapers some news saying that the British area is becoming dangerous, that it's becoming a place where you shouldn't be going, that this is a place where a lot of people get into a fight about drugs or drinks or whatever the reason is, but there's a lot of fighting out there and it's not a good place to go. And some people also mentioned that some of the areas in Benidorm are where drugs are being spread all over, that they're being offered everywhere you go. Honestly, as people who live here in the area, you just need to select places where you go. For example, to us, no one ever offers anything. First of all, because maybe they know we're not tourists. Second of all, probably we don't look like people who consume, hopefully. And also because we go to places that we know are safe. On the British area, there's plenty of nice places that do not offer these types of things, that offer evening entertainment, the same shows and tributes, etc., etc. Mostly this happens on the strip, but also in some other areas. And usually we didn't have an issue with it, never ever. But I know some people who did, and they were addressing it in social media, in Instagram, Facebook, mostly Facebook groups from the areas here of Benidorm town, and in newspapers as well, some things that ended up in fights, for example. Obviously, this is something that should not be happening, but if you want to avoid these things, visit Poniente Beach area, the old town, Levante Beach, or you can go to the city center. Some places on the Avenue of Philippines, for example, or some places even on the Girona Street, aka British Street, are absolutely safe and there's nothing wrong going on in these. No one's just coming directly to you offering anything. So there are safe places in Benidorm town, and I really wouldn't like to see that our quality place for holidays, that the atmosphere that so many of us, including the influencers, YouTubers, people who live here, who wants to show that it is safe and it's a lovely place to come on holidays, tried to build for such a long time, go out of this cheap drunk tourism, like partying all the time. That's way more than that. It is a shame if this will be ruined, honestly, but I don't feel like it is the case. You just need to select the places where you go. Obviously, there's some typical places like I don't know, Red Line, Western Saloon. Western Saloon is fine. For example, we've been there at night. We filmed a video not so long ago. Nothing bad happened. Didn't see anything strange at all. We've been to Morgan's Tavern. Didn't see anything strange there either. We've been to Insomnia as well. Didn't see anything strange either. So there's different places, you know, where you could go, test it out, check it out, and like this you will know which ones are safe to go. But there are, trust me, safe, nice places even for evening or night entertainment here in Benidorm town. So these would be more or less first 3 things that you would need to avoid. And the last one is your belongings on the beach. Do not leave your belongings unattended. Please always get some like transparent bags that you can put right here or whatever you want to. Transparent bags that are usually for mobile phones, but inside easily could fit a hotel card or like a hotel key card. You could fit some small amount of money if you want, a bank card, ATM card, or anything else like your ID or whatever you need to. Just a couple of essential things to go to the beach, and that is more than enough. These ones are water resistant, a lot of them, and you could even swim inside of the sea with these, which means that it's going to be quite safe and you won't lose your belongings, because in every single part, in Greece, Turkey, Egypt especially, Italy, Spain, whatever you go on holidays, France, islands of different kind, other countries, touristic ones, Latin America, I don't know, wherever you go, Malaysia, Bali, there are thieves on the beach, and there will be, because it's a touristic area. That has always been like this, and it's not only nowadays, it's been like this for a century probably, and even more since tourism started, it's been like that, and even probably earlier. But if you have your belongings with you and not on the beach while you're having a lovely swim, you will be relaxed, you will feel safe, and you know that your belongings are with you and no one else will take them. I know a lot of people also who wants to get a nice Spanish tan, and this is probably one of the main reasons you want to stay in the sunshine as much as possible to get this nice brown tan so that people could see back home that you've been on holidays, to be rested, get this full vitamin D into your body, and that is absolutely great. However, we started seeing already right now people that have sunburns. Even now in April, people who stay the whole day on the terrace get sunburns, and there's two options for it. What we use here in Spain, first of all, is use sunscreen instead of tanning oils, because you will get tanned even so. But if you have a sensitive skin, use sunscreen, please. This will save you up a lot of trouble afterwards, and different skin diseases probably, and sunburns in general. It's going to be way more comfortable. Yes, it won't be as red or as brown, but you will be tanned even so and have moistured skin without any kind of sunburns. And if you did burn on the sun, get aloe vera. There's plenty of places where they just grow randomly, or you could go to a pharmacy and get aloe vera natural 100% gel. There's even places like these on the Sundays and Wednesdays market, and on the indoor market as well. These two places, they have 100% aloe vera gels that you're able to apply after tanning. If you do not have like aloe vera, we have them everywhere here, even here at home on the terrace. So that's fine. We could even bring you a couple if you need them. Just let us know. We have a lot of them, tons of them. For our subscribers, if you need it, let us know here in the comments and we'll bring you one. But basically, aloe vera gel will soften your skin. It's going to decrease the burning sensation, and the skin will recover way faster from the sunburn. So bear that in mind, because the sun is actually quite aggressive already. Once April month comes, sunglasses, sun hats, a lot of water, drink a lot of liquids, non-alcohol. Alcohol doesn't count. Coffee doesn't count either. And refreshing drinks like fizzy ones, sparkly ones, but water, juices, etc. Well, you can tea as well. Drink these to stay hydrated, because the sun is very active. And these would be the key points to start your holidays perfectly here in Benidorm, Costa Blanca, Spain, or in general, wherever you go. If you follow these small, teeny tiny, simple steps, you will have a stress-free holiday, trust me. And maybe we'll see you here these holidays, this summer 2025. Say hi to us if you'll see us somewhere here filming, both myself and my hubby. And now let's talk about the weather. What is going on right now here in the region? First of all, it's finally sunny, it's nice, it's warm, there's barely any wind at all, and it's so pleasant to be outside. Today in Benidorm, it was so lovely. It feels like summer. The smell of sunscreen, suntan, this coconut typical oil that you can smell everywhere you go. Terraces full of people enjoying cocktails, some sangria, which is why you know that summer has started. People getting sex on the beach, tequila sunrise, mojitos, and sangrias on the terraces of the Levante beach. That never ever fails. Absolutely incredible atmosphere here today. Busy terraces and a lot of businesses opening up non-stop early in the morning to catch the vast majority of tourists. Sunshine and more sunshine, obviously. These days, you can see whole entire Spain has sunny weather, with the exception of a couple of clouds in north parts of Spain. But this is not going to be the case towards the end of this week. There's going to be some clouds and even some rain in specific areas, and by Sunday probably it might be raining, might not. There's still a long way to go, whole week, but there might be some rain this following Sunday. But temperatures of between 19 and 25, and this Sunday it's gonna be up to 27 in our region. How about that? Authentic already, 100% summer temperatures here from 25 to 27. So take out your swimsuits, your sunglasses, your sun hats, bottles of water, sunscreen, and go to the beach to enjoy. And if you're still not here but you wish to be, at least through our videos, you're able to enjoy it as if you were here. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more daily videos here on the channel with pleasant atmosphere, crowded bars, Levante Beach, Poniente Beach, City Center, Rincon de Loic, and a little bit of everything from our sunny Benidorm. Wish you a lovely day. Bye.